The next part of Hot Potato that I'll be going over is JMatch. Just like the others, we go into Java Hot Potato 6 and click on JMatch. And as always, before I begin, I will write sample JMatch as the title and save it into my Hot Potato folder under the same name, of course. JMatch. And now we'll begin. Okay, the way the format works is that we have a left-hand column over here, which will consist of fixed images or words that the user cannot manipulate, and a right-hand side that consists of the information the user will either be able to move or choose depending on the kind of exercise you create. There are actually two different options, and I'll be showing you both of them in this video. So first, let me create an example. I'm going to put a few words on this side, up, down, left, and right, under the fixed column, and put their opposites on the right column. So we'll have down, up, right, and left. I could add more if I want to with this arrow, but 4 will be enough for the demonstration. Alright, now I'll just go to make a standard exercise, the same old web with a 6. There's this other thing here with a very small icon. I'm not even sure what it is, but that's for the drag and drop exercise. But we're going to start with standard, so we'll click on that one. Save the web page into the Hot Potato folder. Continue, view in browser. And here is my basic interface. So what we have here is all of the fixed words that I wrote on the left-hand column and the words on the right-hand side. Notice the order in which these are presented. They aren't ordered in the same order that I put them over here. What this does is that it tells the program that down is the correct answer for up is the correct answer for down, and for the rest of them. But it would be too easy if they had these ordered in the same way, because that way it wouldn't really be an activity. A student would realize, oh, up is definitely right is the correct answer for up because it's the first option and the second option and the third option, but it randomizes it for you so you don't have to worry about that. So the answers here are down, up, right, left, and here is the screen saying that I've completed the exercise. Okay, now let's say you wanted to include a solution that's already there, or you want to show them what a correct answer looks like before they work on it themselves. All you have to do is click on this box under Fix, and that answer will be selected before the exercise appears. It'll look like this. The student doesn't have to choose anything. That one is already answered, and now perhaps with that the student would realize, oh, I guess there's a pattern here. These are all opposites I'm looking for. Alright. Now, let me show you the other kind of exercise, the drag and drop exercise. All you have to do, it doesn't require any more action on your part. All you have to do is click drag and drop exercise, and it immediately converts all of your information into a drag and drop exercise. You might notice something interesting happen when I pull this up. Whoop, where'd it go? The down box here automatically moved itself to the correct position, which is right next to the up. That's because I set it to fix. The way you solve this one is you simply move your box to the appropriate word. So right and left are opposites. That's how I programmed it to work. Got to make sure it's in a really close spot or else the program won't recognize your selection. And it's the same idea. But matching up text with text can be kind of boring. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you how to add images to JMatch. And this method doesn't just work for JMatch. You can do this for any of your projects where it's appropriate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of up here, and I'm going to put my cursor, my blinking cursor, where I want my image. I will click on Insert Image, which is like a web with like a little clip art thing of I think like a tropical beach on the bottom right. And I'll be given the option for a path or URL to image. This would let you choose a picture from your computer. Now, I haven't had success with that on a Mac yet. The picture doesn't like to show up on Google Chrome. It might be a browser issue, it might be a Mac issue. I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is that if you get a URL, there won't be any issue. So I already have a URL of an up arrow here that I'm going to paste. And I'm going to set a width and a height. Now, if I click on maintain ratio of width to height and put in a width, once I click this box, it should put down the correct height. But the thing is that this is a square picture, so it's going to maintain its ratio regardless. Now, unfortunately, the show preview button here doesn't always work, but that's okay because all it takes to preview is to click on any of the web page creation buttons and it should all appear. But it's not going to right now. And the reason why is because the option to put images in a JMatch or in anything is slightly bugged the way they designed it. What you have to do is that you see these two spaces right between this quotation mark and my slash? I have to get rid of them in order for the program to recognize it and allow the quiz to run properly. So if you ever open up a quiz that you put an image in where there's like nothing there, most likely there's something wrong with the coding of your image. But it's always those two spaces. It's nothing too confusing. You don't need knowledge of HTML code to fix it. You just need to get rid of those two spaces. So let's see what it looks like now. And here it is. I've got this up arrow where the word up used to be, and now it just looks a little bit less boring with just the text there. But I don't like how it's just on the left side. I want to center it a bit more. So what I can do is that I'll have to erase the whole picture. Not a big deal. Go back to Insert Image. And woo, my window got messed up a little bit. Alright. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my image alignment to center. Click OK. Try it again. Replacing my old file, as always. View it in browser. And it didn't show up because I completely forgot to get rid of these two spaces once again. It always gets me. Alright, save it again. And here it is with a nice, beautifully centered up arrow. This is all it takes to add images and to create a JMatch of either type. The possibilities for this activity is up to you. It doesn't have to be, opposites or anything like that. You can have your instructions the way you want it to be set up, again, by going to Options, Open Configuration, and whatever you put here to have your students do is whatever you want it to be. The choices, your methods, it's really, you can do whatever you want. You're not limited. You're only limited, as I mentioned before, by your imagination. So that's all I have for JMatch. The last potato I'll be going over is JMix, which is very simple, just like the rest. And then, of course, we will get to the masher. But until then, happy cooking.